fiction more so than nonfiction was work. Nonfiction was discipline. With nonfiction, for me, now some people it might be different. I've talked to nonfiction writers who said they couldn't possibly write fiction, that they just didn't have a creative bone in their body. I don't believe that, but that's what they believe. But for me, nonfiction was more difficult because it was so rigid. You have to, everything you have a reference for. You have footnotes. You can't just spontaneously write. With fiction, you can just let your juices flow. You can just write, you can create characters, you can create events. If things don't work out, you can kill off somebody. You can hit delete and remove an entire scene. I mean, you can't do that with nonfiction. So you have a lot more freedom with fiction. But that also makes it scarier. Because with nonfiction, you know exactly what you're going to write. With fiction, you don't. And it's pretty scary to be in a place where I don't know what's going to be on that page until I start writing. And if you tend to be a really disciplined person, that can be hard. For me, I like both, but I think I'm more inclined toward the fiction, and that's where I really want to spend the rest of my writing career. The writing of business books and the writing of a mystery are totally different, totally different. First of all, in writing a business book, you have to depend on fact for everything. You're looking for examples that justify or refer to whatever you're saying. It's all based on fact. In fiction, in writing mystery, you're not worried about facts. You're worried about the story, the plot, the characters. Very, very different. With the writing of the business books, I have a clear outline. This is what each chapter is going to be about. This is what will happen in that chapter, and I can create the chapter that way. In writing a mystery, I tried to do that. I tried to have an outline, but it just went away because the characters take over and the story evolves from your imagination. You can't do that in writing a business book. I guess I'd say the business book is much more left brain, maybe more disciplined, and the writing of fiction is more right brain and more whimsical.